Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Today is June 2nd, 2025. We're diving into a research paper from Hugging Face's trending list, published just a few days ago on May 30th, titled AlphaOne, Reasoning Models Thinking Slow and Fast at Test Time. This paper introduces AlphaOne, a framework to help large reasoning models. These are AIs specialized for complex thought, better manage their thinking. It defines an alpha moment, a controlled phase for slow, deliberate reasoning. During this phase, AlphaOne uses a probabilistic approach to insert special cues, guiding the model. Afterwards, AlphaOne shifts the model to fast thinking for efficient answers. Alright, so this first figure gives us a great visual. It illustrates how different reasoning strategies unfold over time. You can see the AlphaOne approach, shown in red, starts with a phase of slow, deliberate reasoning, where it strategically inserts weight tokens. Then, it reaches a key point called the alpha moment, and sharply transitions to fast reasoning, concluding its thought process with an end-of-think token. This dynamic shift, moving from slow to fast, contrasts with methods like S1 in yellow, which just keeps increasing thought, or the purple line representing less reasoning, making AlphaOne more efficient. Building on that idea of controlled reasoning, this next diagram, figure 2, really unpacks how AlphaOne operates, comparing it to a standard or vanilla large reasoning model. So for a given math question, the vanilla model struggles and gets it wrong. AlphaOne, though, is more strategic. It uses a probability called p-weight to decide whether to insert special weight tokens. These are cues for more thinking. This p-weight probability then gradually decreases over time, a technique called linear annealing, leading up to the alpha moment. This moment is a key transition. Afterwards, AlphaOne uses an end-of-think token to shift to fast reasoning, ultimately getting the correct answer. The alpha parameter itself tunes when this crucial shift occurs. Okay, so this table really lays out the empirical evidence for AlphaOne's effectiveness. It systematically compares different reasoning methods across mathematical, coding, and science benchmarks. We're looking at two key metrics here. P at 1. That's basically the percentage of problems the model solves correctly on its very first try. And number TK. This refers to the number of tokens, or small pieces of text, the model generates to arrive at its answer. Fewer tokens generally mean more efficiency. Across various models, like DeepSeek R1, DistillQN 1.5b, AlphaOne consistently shows higher P at 1 scores, often using fewer tokens than the base model, or other methods like S1 and chain of draft. Following those strong results, this next figure, figure 3, visualizes different scheduling strategies for AlphaOne. It specifically looks at how p-weight, that's the probability of inserting a weight token during what's called a Bernoulli stochastic process, which is essentially a series of random decisions with two outcomes, like flipping a coin to insert a token or not, can be varied over the generation process. The figure contrasts sparse reasoning modulation, where thinking cues are infrequent, with dense reasoning modulation strategies. Crucially, it highlights linear annealing, where p-weight steadily decreases, as the most effective approach for AlphaOne. This effective strategy means the model initially engages in more slow thinking, then gradually transitions towards the alpha moment for fast, efficient answers. So, building on how AlphaOne schedules its thinking, this next set of graphs explores the impact of the alpha parameter itself. Remember, alpha scales the thinking phase. Across different models like DeepSeek R1, DistillQN 1.5b and 7b, and on benchmarks like AMC23 and Math 500, we see a clear pattern. As alpha increases, the pass at 1%, which is the problem-solving accuracy, initially rises, shown by the blue line, along with the average thinking phase token length, shown in orange. But crucially, there's an optimal alpha. Beyond that sweet spot, accuracy can actually decrease, even as thinking time continues to grow. This really underscores that just thinking longer isn't always better. Alright, so finding that sweet spot for alpha is important. This next table, Table 2, then digs into another key piece, the post-alpha moment modulation. It's an ablation study. Basically, researchers test versions of their model with parts changed to see what each part does. Here, they compare AlphaOne with and without this modulation, which actively stops the slow thinking phase. And the data clearly shows, on benchmarks like AME24 and AMC23, enabling this post-alpha moment modulation consistently boosts pass at 1 accuracy and often improves token efficiency too. So it's really vital for transitioning effectively out of slow thought. So that crucial step of post-alpha moment modulation really helps AlphaOne effectively transition from deep thought to quick answers. In essence, AlphaOne offers a novel and flexible way to manage how large reasoning models think at test time, guiding them through a slow thinking first, then fast thinking process. This approach, particularly using linear annealing for scheduling thought, and then decisively ending the slow phase, has shown significant improvements in both problem-solving accuracy and efficiency. Thanks for tuning in to the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex, and I'll see you next time.